Well, here we are again. Another horrific Giants loss. I don't even know who to blame at this point. Is it the lack of special teams and kickers that we've had all season? Daniel Jones just having two terrible red zone turnovers. Defense not being able to stop one of the worst offenses in the NFL this year. I don't really know what to make of this game. I don't really know what to make of this team. I wish Brian Daboll would just tell us the truth about what the game plan is moving forward into the future for what they're trying to do. Because right now, 2022 was a weird season where the Giants was a complete fluke. Last year, the Giants were dreadful. Now this season is somehow worse than last year, I guess, when it wasn't supposed to be bad. I don't know what to make of this at all, you guys. So with this, that was my quick intro. If this is your first time here, I'm Average Bob. And on this channel, I post about the Giants. We do pre-game previews, post-game reviews, and an occasional podcast here or there where we talk about Giants history. I'm trying not to have this game completely ruin my day. Immediately after the game, I need to collect my thoughts, went on an hour-and-a-half walk, and I'm like, what the hell happened? What did we watch? What is this team? I don't understand. Honestly, I feel incredibly bad for Tyrone Tracy Jr. because he is one of the few people on this team that really gives a shit and really did anything. And you can tell how much he cared and tried, and just overall cares. At the end of the game, he's sitting there hysterically crying with the Gatorade towel over his head. You can tell he cares so much. I would love for him to be a part of the core future of this team moving forward. Dexter Lawrence needs to be a part of the core. The rest of these guys, man, I don't really know what the hell they're made of, who the hell they are. A lot of this, Chuba Hubbard literally running the ball down the Giants' throat. How are the Giants' run defense so bad? And they're saying last year, it's like they were okay last year, even though they had, Leonard Williams and a little bit, and then Ashawn Robinson, who had the key forced fumble at the end of today's game. But even then, when you had those guys, I mean, they were okay, but teams would still run the ball down your throat when it mattered. So I don't know what. I'm just so sick of Daniel Jones. And you saw a different side of Brian Daboll, maybe because it wasn't like those other primetime games when Daboll is just screaming the entire time. And usually I talk a lot we break down these plays and stuff, but I don't really see the use in doing that right now. So I'm just going to rant and talk over them. But usually we saw a completely other side of Brian Daboll today. When we see these games historically, Daboll is freaking out, having mental breakdowns, screaming at everyone across the board. And today that didn't happen really at all. You saw a much more stoic and poised Brian Daboll. And of course, I can't remember a season that was completely thrown away by the lack of kicking in quite some time for this Giants team. Multiple games this year have been lost due to kickers. Again, it's not an excuse to throw away an entire season. Other teams around the league have issues with kickers, but only the Giants let it ruin an entire season. That's not the only fault that the Giants have here. There's many faults and holes in this team, but Tyrone Tracy Jr., enough positive things cannot be said about this man, and I really love everything he has to say. But here's the play, guys. We saw this happen. I did the math, too, because I went back and rewatched this play. I had to do it. I was like, how much time did he actually have here? And he has 2 seconds from when he gets the ball back. Flip to him on a 3rd-and-1 flea flicker. I don't even know. Do I want to say it's a terrible play call? Because what team is doing a flea flicker on 3rd-and-1 when you can easily just pick up the first down? But the Giants just have to do Giants things. So let's just do a flea flicker. What are the results? 1,000, 2,000. 2 guys. I think he must have just been looking for Nabers who he was already open, but he wanted to get more open. And obviously on the other side was Wan'Dale Robinson, who is wide ass open. I think that snap just kind of encompasses Daniel Jones' entire career as a Giant. Just not good enough. And the Giants got some breaks. This game is just so Daniel Jones. It's so Giants. They could never put together 4 quarters of football. And a lot of this stuff, too, you guys, is believe it or not, I think coaching. It's more coaching, too, because is Tommy DeVito and Drew Lock really that bad where we have to keep trotting out Jones? Are they actively tanking? Today was the first day where I actually thought the Giants were actively tanking. Why? Because they're trying as hard as they can. They still keep throwing Daniel Jones out there. He can't make throws. He can't make reads. And he has the injury clause, and still he's taking these shots. They're running them into the ground. So I just don't know what the long-term goal is. I think I absolutely, as much as I hate the Giants and Daniel Jones right now, I absolutely hate the solar panel YouTube commercials. Someone who works in the field, every single time I get one, I just flag it. Like, I've seen this YouTube ad a million times. Please stop serving it to me, and they still do. I don't know what's behind that or not. But here we have Jadeveon Clowney. Completely had no idea he was even on the Panthers at this point in his career, and Daniel Jones decides to throw a 95-mile-per-hour fastball right off the crown of his helmet for a punt return. Guys, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys even like Theo Johnson? Nabers, to me, he's getting these hospital balls that Jones is throwing to him. So this is really, Jones is having a negative impact so far on Nabers' career that could significantly impact the length and the promise. Because he's throwing these hospital passes, not the first time. Every single time Jones throws a pass to Nabers stops and goes down. Because he's afraid of getting killed. Hey, we did see Jalen Hyatt out there today. First play of the game. He ran the play action go route that actually got a pass interference and moved the chain significantly down the field. Giants actually did nothing with that. Didn't really do much of anything until Tyrone Tracy put the team on his back and had this huge run. Let's just look at this one because I love running plays and I love running touchdowns. So 1st and 10 on the 32.5-yard line. Just a zone stretch. And with the zone stretching, you have cutback lanes available. Jadeveon Clowney probably should make this play. Let's see. I mean, what a business decision by Clowney. Is probably why he's on the Panthers at this point in his career. But Clowney should tackle him right there. Right? Is there any reason why Jadeveon Clowney, former overall number one, look how pissed off he is. See how mad he is? I didn't notice that during the game until right now, but clearly he knows that's on him. But kudos to Tyrone and Tracy Jr. If you want to go high on him, I'll run right through it. I don't know, man. I really want to like this team. I'm a Giants fan. But they really piss me off, and they are unlikable, and I think you're going to see a lot of people bail on watching these games. I don't know. How could you justify Daniel Jones anymore? You really can't. I wish Brian Daboll would just tell the truth about what they're trying to do here, because saying we got to break down the film, Daniel did some good things, and he's our quarterback moving forward, isn't enough for me anymore. It's just not. And if it is, you're in year 12 and 2 fluke seasons of looking okay where you got decimated in the playoffs, and this is where we're at right now, going to Germany and Munich and getting just destroyed by the Panthers. I mean, it came down to the end, right? But I don't know. I'll give him the kudos on this one. 3rd and 9, Danny Dimes did go, 90-something yard drive to... And Wandell had a nice catch and route up here. But this is an interesting one because where Wandell catches this, I feel like all the time we always go back outside towards the numbers, towards the sideline. And this one made me a little like, what did he see inside? Because he just starts running towards where all the defenders are. If he goes up north towards the sideline, I don't think anyone's there, or I guess 20 was a little bit further. I would have pushed him out eventually. But whatever. It's first down to first down. Giants going down the field. It's just a back break. And this is the thing with him. He throws these passes that you get a guy like Nabers who does his best to catch them, but at what cost? I mean, this is 9 games into his career. He's had 1 concussion, knocked out of the game completely, missed a couple of games. It's not good for his lifespan that you have a quarterback that's can't throw good passes in 2024 and potentially getting people hurt as a result of that. I will say, Germany, they sold me on not the hot dog hats or whatever, but the pretzels that they did the slow motion zoom in on or whatever at one point. Those pretzels looked incredible. Big pretzel guy. Daniel Jones. Pretty solid drive from Danny Euros. I'm sure YouTube will hit us with a commercial in a second here or something, but whatever. Bryce Young, You see glimpses from that guy. This was also in real time. I was like, I was thinking this is very Santonio Holmes-ish from the Jets that time where he tore his ACL in the flat and threw the ball up for a pick six the other way. Obviously, the Giants didn't do that, but that's kind of suck. I kind of felt bad for True, even though he just got paid. But for the day that he had, for him to have that fumble, and it wasn't like the Ashawn Robinson forced fumble at the end of the game. This was just purely like he messed up his knee so bad. His basic human reaction as a running back was to cough the ball up because that's how much it hurt. And that kind of made me feel a little bit bad for him, to be completely honest with you. The German fans, I would love to speak to a German fan and have them on this show just to see their thoughts, because if they don't watch football that much, they must be like, what the hell is going on? How are there a bazillion flags? What are these rules? How is there a commercial every, 2 minutes? Yeah, that one hurts. I just can't believe that when the Giants get this ball back, they aren't able to score a touchdown. Not only and this one could have been intercepted too. Nice play by 47. They got a paw on it. And Theo, I don't know, this Giants coaching staff thinks he's the second coming of Travis Kelce. That's a nice catch for him there. But, it's 3rd and 7. Why are we throwing checkdowns to Tracy for a loss? Worst case scenario, throw it at the ground, kick a field goal. 17-17. Actually, maybe you're up 20-17 because Graham Gano kicks a field goal earlier. But I don't even want to play that game. This is a 2-7 team that doesn't deserve any breaks whatsoever. It's really weird. The NFL is the weirdest, where teams look unstoppable 1 second, and then the next they can't even complete a play. It's just crazy. And I don't know. All I know is, from my point of view, and let me know what you guys think, I've seen enough of Daniel Jones. I don't want to watch him play football anymore. I can't justify spending time watching him overthrow Malik Nabers by 15 yards over his head, throwing an interception over Singletary's head on a game-driving, potential winning of a game the other day against the Bengals, getting down to the red zone, throwing one off Clowney's helmet, getting down to the red zone after being gift-wrapped, a fumble, throwing an interception. Enough is enough. I've seen enough from him. I can't watch him play football anymore. This really isn't how I normally do my recap videos, but at 2-7, you could tell from my level of frustration that I'm just completely done with him. And I feel bad because there are guys on this team that I really like and want to see be successful, whether it's in the NFL. Hey, Evan Neal didn't even play that bad today. Credit is where credit's due. And he was going against a former number 1 overall pick. Didn't play that bad. That was a shitty rep from him right there on 3rd and 7. But this is a throwaway play anyway. That ball's already got to be out, too. Year 6 quarterback. Ball's out immediately. But this was a ballsy play. Honestly, what I said before, a lot of this is on play calling, too. He said, if they're coming, throw it away so we could kick the field goal, go to overtime. Why even put Danny Euros in this position? He's an idiot. We have 6 years worth of data and evidence to prove he's an idiot. And honestly, the Giants are lucky he didn't turn it over or get sacked or do something stupid, because he's done dumb shit the entire game, the entire season, and his entire 6-year NFL career. I've seen enough. I don't want to watch him play football anymore. 29 though, I'll let him play on my team any day of the week because he cares. 8, he don't care. A lot of these guys were sleepwalking through this entire game and played like 4 or 5 minutes of good football. Is that just the NFL? Is that what good teams do? You guys tell me. Long flight home from Munich. Long flight home for that guy. A long season for that guy. 2-8 New York Giants. Thanks for watching.